Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out the Smurfs Mission Vileaf. This game is developed by Asomo Studio, published by Microids, and released on November 16th, 2021 for a price of $39.99. So what is Smurfs Mission Vileaf? Or Vileaf, sorry. This game is an action-adventure kind of platformer game where you play as the Smurfs. Ultimately, your entire, Smurf village. Sorry, I'm so far out of Smurfs since I was little. But yeah, you play as the Smurfs, and ultimately you're trying to help get rid of this fungal virus infestation that's infected your world and village, while also trying to avoid Gargamel, who's definitely in the game that you don't see until later, while trying to do different collectibles, saving Smurfs who've been trapped, and everything in between. Along the way, you're going to begin getting this kind of gear in the form of this kind of Smurf gun. It's like the something Leafinator 9 million thing. To be honest, it's very hard to keep up with all the Smurf acronyms that they use in the game. But ultimately, you're just going to have to go around collecting, finding your Smurfs, picking up little upgrade opportunities, and everything in between while you're trying to save your, Smurfy village and, bring greatness back to everywhere. And ultimately, you're just kind of working to make Papa Smurf happy and get the village and town back to normal. While you're playing the game, you're going to get introduced to a variety of different Smurfs. Right now, we are playing as the girl Smurf. Why can't I remember her name? But you're going to be like just the wide gambit of Smurfs. Sorry, I don't know why all of a sudden all these words completely precede me. But you're going to be introduced and Smurfette. There it is. Sorry. You're going to be introduced to just tons of different characters and everything from the iconic childhoods that you remember. And something that I really enjoy about the game is a vast majority of this game has a voice narration, and it's all pretty much the exact same people who voiced the Smurfs in all the games and TV shows. So you're going to get a very authentic experience. Oftentimes in like movie and TV show games, you kind of get this, cast that don't line up. Use games like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, where the recent guy playing Chris Pratt sounds nothing like Chris Pratt, and to be honest, it kind of ruins the whole, aesthetic vibe of really what the game is presenting. But for me, the immersion is definitely here, as the game is making you feel really, driven into this environment, and you really feel connected to the same characters that you hopefully grew up to love and enjoy while, just growing up. I don't know what kind of childhood you had, but for me, I definitely played a lot of, or watched a lot of the Smurfs growing up, so it's been something that's been quite enjoyable and pleasant to play and experience. While you're playing through the game, you're going to go through tons of different worlds, travel all over from Gloomy Swamp to Village of the Forest, doing everything you can be to heal the entire world and kingdom. You're going to get opportunities to update your equipment. You'll get things like gliders, health, just a wide variety of things, ability to suck things up. I've been playing for the most part without really buying upgrades. A lot of the upgrades require you to find all the collectibles in the game, and for me, I don't know if this is going to be a game that I really grind out and do everything in, but I am enjoying playing it. So for the most part, I'm just sticking with the basic collectibles. You're going to get opportunities to track how you're healing everything, and a lot of the achievements for the game are going to be tied around that. As far as this being a quick, easy completion, I'm seeing most people knocking this game out in probably, I don't know, 20 to 25, maybe 30 hours. There's only a handful of people that have completed it so far, but from my experience, it does not seem like this is a very hard completion at all. So you'll be able to quickly knock this game out with just a couple days of just sitting down and playing it. Control-wise, the game is very smooth when it comes to the controls. You move with your analog sticks, do your triggers, and you get introduced with using some of your ABXY and, other, triggers as you go in the game. Starting the game off, it's very simplistic and isn't anything that's too overly complicated to follow or really used to play in the game. What I do like about the game is it has a really good brisk pace while you're playing. You're not going to get thrown with a ton of different equipment and things that you have to do to defeat your enemies. The game's going to do a nice slow progression, teaching you how to use the different mechanics and letting you really figure things out for yourself. If I had to give any type of opinions, whether buying or sailing or passing or waiting or whatever for this game, I definitely think that this is actually a really fantastic game for what it is, being a, you know, kind of video game, TV show adaptations style game, you're going to have opportunities to try to figure out a lot of different puzzles. And while you're playing in that sense, you're going to get to, you know, just experience some cool, fun mechanics. Sometimes you're going to get stuck in some areas, as you can see right here, just with the way the wonky camera can function. But for the most part, it's very fluid and straightforward. Visually, it's the TV show in a video game format, much like some like the games like the SpongeBob games that we've seen hit the console in the past few months. It's pretty straightforward with what's presented here, and I think they do a very fantastic job at just building a package for a game that's true to what, you know, the show is. And for anybody who's ever watched Smurfs, you're definitely going to feel fully invested into the cast of characters while you are playing this game. Overall, though, like I said, if I'm going to recommend buy, sale, wait, or pass on this game, I actually, surprisingly, I think I'm going to recommend that you do pick up and buy this game. I know $39.99 is a bit of a steep price point, but I think for what's here, if you grew up loving the Smurfs, it's definitely worth picking up. Now, if you're not, you know, familiar with the Smurfs at all, maybe this might be a game that you wait for a sale on, but for me, it's definitely, you know, been a very nice throwback and nostalgic feel while playing the game, and I have really enjoyed it. You know, just the simplistic controls, the nice paced, you know, campaign story, what you want to call it, and you know, all the characters just having the voiceovers is such a big part about this game for me, because you really just feel engrossed. Unfortunately, I don't know why I'm struggling to get this, but as always, it's hard to do games sometimes when you're talking and playing at the same time. If you do end up picking out the Smurfs, please let us know what you think down in the comments. If you have any questions about the game or want to know more, I'd be happy to answer them for you. As always, if you want to see some more gameplay, we do have some of the initial start of the game up on the channel, so you can check that out as well, so you don't have to just see me dying over and over. And make sure you check out our Twitter, as we do have a giveaway for the Smurfs that's going to be going live, if it's not live already at the time of this video going out. So you can get a chance to, you know, win a game, one or two copies of the game, who knows? But outside of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time.